Evening, PAL fans, to Zenith Gaming. Well, today I'm going to try to give you some tips on how to get your wife slash girlfriends to play Palworld with you. Well, first off, you're going to start your whole new world. Name it whatever you want. Multiplayer, you're going to want it on. This is the key importance here. Make the difficulty super easy. Then, you're going to want to leave the nighttime and daytime speed alone. Stuff, maybe, leave it like that. Let it, the autosave speed up, crank the XP up. Make it super easy. Super easy. They'll love the game. Just crank it all the way up to the top. Because your max level is 60. So you might as well just max yourself out. This way you can access everything in the whole building type of deal. Capture rate, I'll leave that. Appearance rate, I would crank that up. You want as many pals so they can keep on finding a bunch of them. Damage from pals multiplier, you can take that to 2 if you want. Damage to pals, I mean, you can crank it up to wherever you like. I mean, doing anything more than that would be kind of overkill. Pal hunger, I usually drop that all the way down. This way, if they want to do their own base and stuff, they don't have to worry about feeding them and them dying. Pal stamina reduction rate, drop that down. Pal auto health regeneration rate, want that all the way up. Reheal ASAP. Pal sleep health regen rate, crank that up. Because when they die, you throw them in the pal box, you want to get them as soon as possible. There's for multiplayer. I'll leave that. Leave that, doesn't make a difference. Player hunger, I usually take that down. Same with the reduction, so like if you're running around, crank the regen rate up all the way up. So crank that up. There's the structure. I mean, that doesn't, really destroy any structures unless you got other people that you're playing with, then you change that. Deterioration rate, I drop that all the way down. You don't want your stuff disappearing. Max number of dropped items in the world, I would crank that all the way up. If you want up to max, you can have it up to max, but you can crank that all the way up to the max for that. Gatherable items, multiplayer, I'd crank that up so you get more. Gathered objects, health multiplier, I'd crank that up. Same with that. Respawn interval, crank it up. Dropped items, so allow more drop items to get that. You want that up. Your item weight rate. I can't remember if that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be down. You want it down. Meteorite supply interval. The smaller the interval is, the sooner. So like if I have it set at 150, it's in minutes. So every 150 minutes, you will get a meteorite or a supply drop. From what I've read and stuff, about 15, 20 minutes is pretty good. 10 if you want to really be on top of them. Anything less than 10, they're literally spawning everywhere as you go, and that, it's a fun little thing. You get out of the building, you run and go grab them, take on something, whatever you want to do. Time and hours to incubate massive eggs, I crank that down to 0. Have your incubation all the way down to 0. This way you can just throw in an incubator and can hatch instantly. Makes it easier, more enjoyable. You and her can run out, find eggs, come back to the base, and you guys can take turns hatching eggs. Be like, oh, look at these that you got. Some little fun activity with her. Enable raid events, yeah, that's always fun to have the stuff. Death penalty, you don't want it to drop anything. Number of guilds, I don't think you have more than 20 guilds in your thing. Maximum number of bases for each guild, I'd crank that up because then you can have like 10 different bases around the map. Number of pals that work in a base, I'd crank it up to the max amount. More pals, the better. Max structures per base, I'd leave it at no limit. Build whatever you want. Random PAL mode, I leave it as no randomization. So this way, if you do want to find certain PALs, you can go online and you can find them. And that if you had to randomize by region, certain regions that get randomized, if they get randomized in the region and then completely random, they can be literally anywhere on the map, which could be kind of frustrating if you're looking for that specific type of PAL. Of course, you want to enable fast travel. That's a big key. Hardcore, you that's that's how if you don't want her to play with you, then you turn that on for the hardcore mode. So I would leave that off. And then hardcore mode PAL, I'd keep that off too. And then, you just create your new map and hopefully this is how to make a world settings very easy, make it more friendly, maybe help convince your girlfriend or wife to play the game with you and stuff. Hopefully you found this helpful, and then whatever kind of way you want, leave a like, follow, comment, whatever else there is. Thanks for checking us out. Have a good day.